Oh my gosh, I have been challenged. I have been challenged. This is absolutely crazy to me. So, I think it's being recorded. This would be the first time I've ever done a live. So, I'm just going to say, I'm so excited. I'm excited, I think, because I'm doing a live, but I'm more excited that I'm doing a live. I don't know how. Okay, so let me just start off with this because I want to welcome you. Welcome you to my very first live. And not sure if anyone's showing up, but guess what? I think it's recording. So that's the best part about what we're doing. So the first thing I'm going to say, I'm going to give a few minutes because people are probably not aware I'm doing a live because I've never done one before. However, I understand the importance of doing one because I have over almost 2,000 subscribers. So I just want to open it up by saying, first of all, thank you for subscribing because it means a lot to me that many of you can relate to what it is that I talk about. And today I chose to do a live because I'm excited for tomorrow morning. Number one, tomorrow morning is going to be absolutely amazing and exciting for those of you who are going to be attending because I will be doing a free webinar, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. But I'm just really excited for that. But I'm also excited for the number of people who have joined my free community, Transitional Housing Maximized, where we have truly taken it to the next level with passion driven leaders who want to make changes in their community. So I'm very excited about that. But I thought I would just do this live to be able to talk about what is happening across this country and what we need to be positioned for as people who are passion driven, purpose driven individuals to move to the next level. So, what we're going to do today, and I don't know, I really don't know how long I'm going to stay on, but I want to point out a couple of things while I'm here. And I'm hoping those of you who are watching right now and those of you who will be watching the recording that you stay on so we can talk specifically about what is going to come at the end of me speaking today because I truly know for a fact that many of you out here have a passion for what it is that we do in transitional housing maximized. Because what we do is more than simply providing housing for people, we are changing people's lives. And that is the most powerful thing that you can do is be able to change someone's life significantly. So if you stay on to the end, I've got something very special for those of you who stay on listening to what it is that we are talking about. So, first and foremost, as we look at this information and what we're doing tonight in this live, I have a simple question to ask, and that is, are you willing to prepare for what you've been praying for? And I'm going to say it like that because many of us have beautiful jobs that we work. We have wonderful things that we do on a daily basis. And many of you have been praying for something special. You've been praying specifically for something that allows you to do what's bigger than you. Many of us know that deep inside of us, there's something burning and churning. There's something inside of you that wants to be bigger and greater. And you know it's there. You feel it every day. When you go into work, when you leave work, you know there's something bigger in you that needs to come forward. And that's what I'm digging into. That's the thing I want you to be able to see is that there is something bigger inside of you that needs to come forward. And I want to be able to help you find out what that is. So if that is you, if you have that desire in you, go ahead and put some chats down. I'm here live, guys, and I'm excited about being able to share something powerful for you that's going to take you to the next level. But I want to first of all open it up with there's something burning inside of you that you want to do in transitional housing. And on tomorrow, we're going to talk specifically about those of you who want to get into that space, how you do that. We're going to talk about some pitfalls. I see some thumbs up, yay. But I want to talk about the pitfalls that many people run into when they get into this space talking about transitional housing. But I want to be able to talk about those pitfalls and not just talk about them, but give you examples of what that looks like and then give you solutions about how you deal with it. So if you're interested in attending our free webinar tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I want you to be there. And if you're wanting to know, yay, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Boston, because I'm excited about what we are doing. And I'm happy that you found the page as well. But if you are available tomorrow morning, we are doing a free webinar talking about the 7 pitfalls that most people hit when they are doing transitional housing. And I'm going to talk specifically on how you can overcome those things. And that's going to be tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be able to join tomorrow, Boston. I'm going to put in here in the chat where you can get that. We are excited about this tomorrow because the webinar is going to talk specifically about how you can do that. And you'll just go to tonyswebinar.com. You go to tonyswebinar.com and you can register for that webinar tomorrow morning. Grab you some coffee. It's going to be 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just go ahead and come and join me tomorrow morning because I've got some other things I'm going to share with you. But I'm really wanting to focus on helping people who have a passion for this work because this work here is so big and so great. God wants me to share it with other people in their community so that they can get to the space of transforming other people's lives and pulling out that passion that's in you that is burning to do something amazing in this space to help somebody else. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning, and that's at 10 a.m. I'm going to promise you I'm not going to keep you all morning. Just have your coffee or whatever is it like you like to drink, a smoothie in the morning, but definitely be there because I'm excited. And by the way, while I've got you, any questions you've got, because I'm here live. I've never done a live before. I was excited about coming on, but any burning questions that you've got in this space, because this is what I'm talking about doing is being able to help people be able to discover what's inside of you to have it come forward and then start growing. So I'm not sure, Boston, if you're in my community also on school, but I want you to be there as well. Yeah, I think it's cool as well. I'm so excited. I've never done a live before for you to actually get me and ask me whatever you want. But we're talking today clearly about how we'll have the webinar on tomorrow. And then I've got this thing happening this week. It's a 5-day challenge. I'm so excited about it, Boston. Let me just tell you real quick the 5-day challenge that I walk people through because many people get into this space and they want to get into helping people. They want to get into either group homes, shared homes, transitional housing, but they don't really know if it's really for them. That is what I'll be doing when we do the 5-day challenge. It actually helps you create a blueprint so that you can see yourself doing this work and you get to test it out. So let me say, I want to start a transitional house for children who age out of foster care. Let me tell you, Boston, if that's your first name, if that's not your first name, let me know. But yes, but this here, I'm telling you, is an amazing space to get in, especially because we just realized that they have shut down. I heard that they have put a hold on it, though, related to Job Corps, but this is very similar. You can get into this space for people aging out of foster care and provide something amazing. Where do you live right now, Mariah? Where do you live? Because right now, we've got amazing people in our school community across this country talking about how we can help impact people in building this program. So that's exactly what we're doing. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, Boston. You're in Massachusetts. I was actually going to be in New York which is near Massachusetts. We were going to be in New York in August, but we decided we're not going to come. It's just way too expensive out there. I don't know how you live out there, but anyway, to be able to offer your services to children aging out of foster care right there, because it's happening in your community too. So definitely join my free webinar tomorrow. I'll get you more information on how we're going to do with the 5-day challenge. But you can also, I think you can, I'm going to put that out here too, just in case you're not a part of my school community. I'm going to give you a link to where you can get on the challenge as well and join my free community, because you must be in my free community. We talk about some amazing things, not just transitional housing. We talk a lot of other things too. Obviously, you hear me talk about my faith. You hear me talking about, how God is lining things up. We just had some things out there as well that we posted about just making sure that you're walking in faith, because truly when you walk in faith, God does lead you in amazing ways. So we're just a nice little community that gets together. And I'm glad you were able to stop by and speak to me, Boston. But let me go ahead and please go ahead and, yes, go ahead and click the link so you can be a part of my free community. But as we talk about these two things that are about to happen tomorrow with our free webinar, we're going to get on and be able to show you the pitfalls that most people walk, that they end up doing, not even realizing that they're doing it. We'll do that tomorrow morning. And then we're going to be able to talk about the 5-day challenge. And let me tell you about the 5-day challenge for those of you who are coming on. That 5-day challenge is where I walk you through how you create a blueprint. Now, if you've ever seen people build a house, they never build a house and just go create a foundation. No, you got to come on. You got to create a blueprint of what it looks like. Once you do that, that's how you're able to fully get into a space of knowing, is this really my work? Is this really what I'm supposed to do? I give you clarity around this space. So by the end of those 5 days, you're going to know for a fact if this is really what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to know for a fact who you should be working with. You're going to know what things to build out for yourself. So when you're ready for a VIP, if you are, then you make those moves. I see people get into space all the time where they're spending thousands of dollars toward training, and they're just thrown with a whole bunch of stuff, and then they're sort of stuck. They don't know what to do. This is a way to know for sure, is this what I want to do? And by doing that, then you can move through that space. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so excited to be on this live with you guys right now. I literally will let you ask me any question that we have here. And because I know people have questions in this space, transitional housing is unique because we don't just simply talk about housing people. Even though housing is critical, we do not have affordable housing available on a grand scale like we should, and it's going to get worse. But what we do, we help people transform their lives. It's very different to be able to do that. When you can take someone's life and change it forward, that is where the real work comes. And many of you watching me right now, or who will be watching me later, you've got something burning inside of you that needs to come forward. And I'm here to help you push that forward as God guides me to help make that way for you. That's what I have noticed is missing in this world. We have people who have burning desires in them, but yet they don't know how to pull that out. God has given me a gift to be able to help people realize where their passion and purpose is, and then help direct them into that space. See, many of us believe that when we're here, that we just simply do things through just a sort of step by step, or a just adding things here and there to help impact lives. But truly, I believe the work comes when you can multiply what God is giving you. You do it on an exponential way. When you do it that way, that's when you really are taking things to the next level. And at least I know for me, what he's given me has to happen in an exponential way, because there's a great work that must be done. And the work that you need to do, I believe that it needs to be done exponentially as well. See, imagine when you can touch multiple people at once, not just one here, one there. God showed us, Jesus showed us, He's the perfect example of how He was able to maximize what He was giving to this world. He knew He had to be able to bring in disciples that helped push the work forward. So, in so many ways, we are doing all of that work. That's how you expand what God is calling you to do. You do it in an exponential way. So I'm excited for just having those things lined out so that you can see that's how God wants you to move. So your question is, my residents must be enrolled in school or a trade school in order to live at our transitional home. Can I make that one of my requirements? You sure can. See, this is what's great about, and I hope that Boston, you sign up for our 5-day challenge, because those are some things that you can set up as a non-negotiable for what you're creating, but you have to know what you're creating first. So 100%, you can make that a requirement. There's several things that you can do in that space, but the only thing that I'll say as you think about your non-negotiables, you want to just make sure that you do not exclude people unnecessarily there, and that can happen as well. And when you come to the 5-day challenge next week, those are things that we explore in small groups, and I'm excited that you asked that question because it lines up with that 5-day challenge. Now let me talk about the 5-day challenge, because I'm excited about those of you who are going to participate in that. As we go through that, I don't like a large group of people, and to be honest with you, it's hard to touch. Like if I had a room of 100 people, I would not be able to do the work that I really need to do in a 5-day challenge. We keep it nice and small. Why? So I can answer questions that you specifically have. You have breakout sessions so you can work in groups and talk and be able to openly talk about what you're thinking about doing. You get to bounce your thoughts and ideas off of other people. That's what I love about the 5-day challenge, because it's more intimate. It's not some large, massive group of people trying to, I don't think about doing things like that. I do know at some point it is going to get like that, but my goal is to have my leaders working with me so we can make that a powerful impact that it should be. Because it's hard to create a blueprint in a room of hundreds and thousands of people. It can be done, but I like the small, intimate group, and you get me. So I don't know where you can go and get 5 days with someone. Not that, God has given me so many gifts, and I thank God He's given us the opportunity to be able to share that in such a small setting. But at some point it won't be as that, but that's how it is right now. So that's why I'm excited that I'll be able to offer myself that way with you to be able to move that forward. So that is our 5-day challenge. And as I look at the 5-day challenge, when you're talking about just doing the 5-day challenge versus paying thousands of dollars to be a VIP, the VIP is not cheap. And I'm just going to let you know, but it shouldn't be, because you're going to get 12 months in a VIP. That's why I let people try it out first, get a taste of what you need. And then you start saying, yes, I can do this. And you get me for 12 months. That's what I love about my VIP. I'm very selective in who I'm going to pick, because I'm just being honest. I'm only picking 10 people to be a part of my VIP, and that's on purpose. God gave me the structure to build this out. And that is a part of that structure. I'm getting 10 people for my VIP that I'm handpicking because they're a part of my leadership that we're building forward with. But this gives you an opportunity to see what it is that you're doing for a small amount of money, and you build out and you get me working with you for the entire week. So, oh my gosh, that was a lot of work that you went through there, Mariah. I hope that it was blessing your soul and your spirit. And imagine if I'm just curious, are you a part of my community now? Have you already joined our school community? Because in our school community, you get to binge on me all the time, because I'm always on doing trainings there. I do trainings with our VIP group that actually is going to launch the middle of June. So clearly, I love this work, and I'm excited for people like you, Mariah, because you're coming in with a heart that is all about service and all about being in a place where you're really helping people, and they need you. I'm just telling you right now, those youth need you. I haven't had a chance to meet with you one on one yet. Oh my gosh. Well, that is exciting. You just found me. Oh my goodness. Well, definitely join my school community. It's free. And in that community, we get to do some amazing things to really just edify you and build you up. See, I'm not here. I can't hold you accountable. You can only hold yourself accountable, but I give you the things necessary to help move you along, because as you move along in this journey, you need each other. We need each other as we grow and build. And you'll get an opportunity to see all the other leaders that are in my group. I love my school community. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call some of them out here because they're my leaders, and you'll probably be one of them too when you join the community. But we've got Amanda, who's amazing out of Philadelphia. She is doing some amazing work as a coach with her program called the Battle Life. You're going to meet with Quatez. Quatez is one of my leaders out in Charlotte. She's rocking and rolling. JP is one of my newest ones. He's doing some amazing work. I could call out so many others. We got a few people here in St. Louis too. That's why I said we got a good group of people who are just dynamic. So when you come in, I'm sure you'll come in just as dynamic to make a difference in the group. So definitely exciting that you found me. I'm not going to stay on long tonight, by the way. I just wanted to plant the seed, and I'm glad I had a chance to speak with you right here, even though it's through chat. But definitely plug in when you join the community. I am excited about you coming on, being a part of the 5-day challenge next week, and pushing some things forward in what you're going to be doing where you live. I'm excited. I don't think I have not one person out in Boston, Massachusetts, so you'll be one of my first that I can talk to out in that community. So I'm just excited to have you here. I'm going to go ahead. This was my first time, by the way, Mariah, being on live. I can honestly say it's different. But I'll do it a few more times because my team is like, Tony, you need to do a live. And I'm like, okay, I am all, yes, I'm so glad I have you. But I'm going to start doing more lives like this and be more intentional. But I wanted to make sure I got a shout out about our training tomorrow morning. Those of you who are coming in now and seeing it, sign up for the free training tomorrow so that I can see you guys there talking about the pitfalls of transitional housing. And then if you've not signed up for our 5-day challenge next week, and I'm just going to say the 5-day challenge. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mariah. Our 5-day challenge is not going to stay at 297. Just letting you know, this was, and I'll just say this, anytime you see me put a special out there, please take advantage of it, because I'm not trying to be some money hunger person, but I know what I've got is so valuable that I give it to you at a price point that's affordable right now. I think we did it for $97 one time. So now it's $297. This is the last time the $297 will be out here. So if you've not gotten the 5-day challenge, you want to do it now because it will then probably stay at $597 going forward, because it's so valuable. You get so much meat from that, and you get 8 hours with me through an entire week talking through this stuff. So I'm excited that you're signing up, Boston. I look forward to seeing you at the training, hopefully tomorrow morning with your coffee, and then also at the 5-day challenge on that Monday. So I am so glad to have you, and I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. If you need anything else, reach out to me in the community, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. See you guys later. See you later. Bye bye.